Hello, hello. I had to get all dressed up with my little bow tie hair and grab a beer because this is number 10 of our top 10 episodes. Pretty awesome, right? Okay, so if you have not been following along, we are counting down to episode 100. And this is sharing the top 10 episodes of what has been our top 10. There we go. Whoop. Almost had a wardrobe failure right there. This is our top 10 episodes of all time. And this one, honestly, was one of our top episodes, and it's literally my favorite. I love it. Okay, so we're going to be talking all about the Content Activation Formula. Ready? Okay, everybody grab your beer. It's Friday afternoon. We are going to have a cheer and maybe a real beer, right? Yeah. Okay, here we go. We're going to have a little countdown and dive in. Cheers! Awesome, right? Okay, so here we go. I am going to share this. So this is the Content Activation Formula. So amazing. I am excited to share this with you. And this infographic, if you comment below, let me find my thing. Here we go. Comment below to be included in the contest. We'll include you, and I will make sure you get this infographic, which is an amazing reference guide. Totally want this. So I'm also going to let you know, complete full disclosure here, the blog post for this episode is not done. It is still in production because this one is so intense and all-inclusive. It's just taken a little bit longer. So it will be ready next week, but no fear because I'm going to go ahead and share with you right now. Let me share my other screen. I'm going to share with you what is in this formula because it's pretty epic. Okay, let me get my stuff all shared here. What I realized is that when I talk about any kind of, oh, I got the wrong screens on here. Hold on a sec. When I talk about any kind of content activation or organic content or SEO, digital marketers just kind of like eyes glaze over, right? So I'm totally trying to multi-purpose or multitask here, and I'm not doing really, really well, but that's okay. I'm trying to get my slide deck up. Okay, so what I wanted to do was come up with a really simple formula that will help you to remember how you can actually take the stuff that you've already been producing that hasn't actually gotten you the results. I mean, as marketers, we're like, oh, I have to produce, right? And so we go and create all this content, and then it doesn't necessarily do anything. And then it becomes frustrating because you took all that time and effort to create that content, and then it's like sitting there not doing anything. So this exactly what we're doing right now. I cannot figure out how to get my screen to share. Slideshow from current slide. Here we go. But let's see here. Let me try one more time. Moving this over here. Okay. We'll get this, you guys. Hold with me 1 second. Okay, from our current slide, and I'm going to shrink this down. Here we go. And we still have StreamYard going. Whew, goodness sakes. Here we go. I'm going to share this screen, my screen, and look at that. Here we go. Whoop, whoop. Okay, so what this formula actually is a way to understand how content marketing actually works and why we can use it as digital marketers. And honestly, it doesn't have to mean that you're creating all this brand new content. Exactly what you're already doing, you can take and repurpose that exact same content into this formula in order for it to start working for you. We're reactivating that content, right? All right, so here we go. Okay, this is the content activation formula. So this has lovingly been started to nickname the Death Star, right? Because it kind of looks like a little bit of a Death Star, but you know. All right, for those of you who may be following along as Star Wars nerds. Okay, imagine this little world. Circle right here is your business, and out here is the information superhighway. This is where all of our people are at in virtual land. And what we are wanting to do is create a connection. We want to create messaging that resonates, that is tying into our into the pain points, the needs, the desires of your target customer and where they are at in the journey. So by doing that, we're creating a connection. We're opening up the gateway between their world and our world. And then here's where we optimize this. And by optimizing, what we're doing is we're repurposing that content. We're maximizing the exposure. Instead of it being just one little connection thing, the one Facebook Live that you did, the one podcast guest or what episodes that you did, you're actually taking and repurposing this content. You're optimizing its maximum effective, and you are getting it out to more people. Okay, then what we want to do is we want to do things that get people to take notice, to actually notice what we're doing. That's some of the eye-catching design. That's the hooky headlines. And we're getting them to turn their attention towards us. So they're turning their direction towards us and they're being attracted into our world. And then from here, once they're in our world, they can sit in here and bounce around with all of our free content and watch our lives and listen to our podcast and do all of the awesome things that you're already doing because they're already more aware of you. So they're following. And when they're ready, they're going to engage. And if you picture each of these little satellite type things out here, consider this your value ladder, your products or programs, whatever it is that you're doing. But this may be a freebie opt-in, right? Up here may be like your core product, and this may be your high ticket mastermind. Some people that come into your world, they may absorb enough of your content and they're like, you know what? I dig this person, I'm in. And they go right for your high ticket offer, or they go straight to your core offer. You never know exactly where they're going to be, where they want to engage. So we want to make sure, this is why we have our master traffic controller sites, because you have one central place where everybody can come and see everything that you have to offer and how they can get involved with you. So by engaging, they are trading some form of value. So they're either engaging with their email address, their phone number, some sort of connection, communication, or money, right? And ultimately, we want to get them to money. We want to get them where they are continuing through our value ladder. So all these connection points in here are our nurture points. And so what we want to do is make sure that we have automated connections that if somebody comes in here or somebody comes into, like most of us will set up our free lead magnets to come in through here and make sure that people are moving through our process. But what I see a lot is that a lot of people will create like, oh, I have this new program. Oh, I have this new funnel, right? And you'll set up Facebook ads and drive traffic straight from here all the way out to here. And then you forget to nurture them once they have bought and processed this, to let them know about all your other programs. They may want to even go down. They may want to jump right to the very top. But unless you have an automated, this is where marketing automation really comes in, right? So you have to let them know about all of your stuff. Then we want to make sure that you are tracking everything. You're paying attention to all your numbers, because that's where we want to track everything. And we're going to use that to re-optimize all of your information. So what this looks like is content activation formula, Death Star, right? So if you want to make sure that you remember it, we have create, optimize, notice, turn, engage, nurture, and track. And so that you can actually remember all of those steps, it's content, because I love music acronyms, right? So create, we're connecting our message, optimizing, we're repurposing our content, putting it all out there, getting them to take notice, eye-catching visuals, hooky headlines, This is little ad stops, little repurposed content out in your social media. Getting them to turn their attention is bringing them, like clicking a link, right? They're actually saying, okay, I want to take action, turning their attention into our world here. This area should be a central site that has all of your information. And then you have multiple different ways for them to engage. And you're going to use marketing automation to continue following up. And you're going to track all of your analytics. See, CONTENT. Pretty easy to remember, right? I just love this. All right, so let me move my StreamYard back over. Okay, so for anybody who wants this information, keep track, because if you comment actually below, I will make sure that you get the infographic right now. But this is, if this is the way to really think about like utilizing blogging techniques without having to become a blogger. This is a way to reactivate all that content that you have taken and done all that hard work to produce. And now you're going to reactivate it so that it's actually working for you and it continues to work for you. And that is that's the way that you can actually really start working smarter, not harder, because that's definitely what we want to do. All right, so one more time, let me pull the infographic back up because it is pretty. There we go. If you want this, make sure you comment below and make sure you keep watching, because we're going to keep giving away how to get started using the content activation strategy. So that is it, you guys. It is Friday afternoon. It's time to go have that beer. I'm going to take my bow tie off because, right. Okay, so watch next week. We're going to have all of the contest and all the promotion. There's awesome prizes and giveaways, and we're giving away some amazing resources where we're sharing all of the best of the best of the best. So literally a quick reference guide of the top 10 episodes and all of the infographics included. So you'll have a chance to grab that. Super excited to share all of it. We've got a new quiz coming out, like all sorts of awesome things. Can't wait to share them with you. So until then, have an amazing weekend, and I will see you next week.